What's up, people? Welcome to the GSC Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Slouchy. Joined this week, as always, by Johnny.
Hello.
Jamie C.
Oh, hello.
And Janny.
Hello.
Hello, Janny.
Hello.
Hey, Jenny.
I just want to keep saying hello to you. But I won't, because we're going to start as we always do with what we've been playing / doing this week. Oh my god, hype. Johnny, talk to me. What have you been doing this week? I'm coming to you first, because I'm fairly sure that you're the only one who doesn't want to speak about Watchdogs.
Yes, I didn't pick up just yet.
It is.
I bought Strider on PS4, played a little bit of that, it's pretty good.
What do you think, man? Because I've been playing Strider as well.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, the game's hard as balls. I suck at those games.
It is hard, yeah. I'm not that far. But yeah, it was like half price, wasn't it? Like £6 something. Yeah, no, good stuff. Looks good, nice, like it. Moving on. Final Fantasy X HD, been playing some more of that. I'm liking the remix. Yeah, the visuals are nice, and the remixed soundtrack, very nice.
Something I had no idea they did, man.
Yeah,
they were talking about the redone character models and stuff so much. I think a redone soundtrack would have made me want to buy it more.
Definitely. I mean, I've been playing it with headphones in, and it just sounds amazing. I've just been just bopping along to the songs.
Because I'll be honest, I think the soundtrack is my favourite part about Final Fantasy X.
Yeah,
I didn't really like the story, didn't really like the characters, didn't really like the gameplay, but the music was good.
I actually I've always liked Final Fantasy X, but I'm getting more into it actually. Now that I'm
Is 10 the one with water Quidditch?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the one.
Okay, it's crap. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, I like it.
Damn, we're going to get out here.
It's good. It's very good. I like it. It's good.
Yes.
There was something else I was playing as well. A bit more of Dark Souls 2. But
Nice. How far are you now?
not very far. I died a lot and turned it off.
Where are you in the game?
I've
It's been out long enough now that you can talk about the beginning.
Yeah. I'm where am I? I can't even describe where I am. I've beaten the first boss now. The second boss.
Which was
The
Pursuer?
Yes, that one. He's dead.
Yeah, he's surprisingly easy, man, once you get his patterns down, right?
I had to cheat. I had to go on multiplayer and someone else helped me.
Oh, really? Dude, you stand about midway away from him, block, wait for him to charge, and then just roll to your right and slap him in the back, rinse, repeat until he dies.
I know how it's done, but I was just...
Isn't that the same technique for every villain?
Pretty much, you just circle straight to the right with your shield up for almost every boss.
But yeah, so I failed that and turned that off. But yeah, no, mostly Final Fantasy X HD and Strider. And I went to cinema yesterday. Are we going to talk about it later, Jamie? Or
You can talk about it now. Go on, because Ben's not seen it yet. But we
I didn't care about spoilers though. I'm
not going to spoil it for you.
Spoilers, I don't mind.
They all die in the end.
Wait, you
this is a time.
can spoil it for Ben rather than the other way around.
So yeah, I saw X-Men last night. Days of Future Past.
Was it good?
I loved it. I watched Godzilla the week previous, and that I didn't enjoy. I thought it was a terrible Godzilla movie.
But I enjoyed that
thing, man.
Yeah.
Wait, you liked Godzilla, Jamie?
I liked Godzilla.
Your Godzilla is my Final Fantasy X. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
No, the thing with Godzilla, right, and it would piss me off, I haven't seen Godzilla yet, is everyone saying that something really big is about to happen, yeah? They're just about to throw down, and then it cuts to the news saying, man, that was a fucking crazy battle.
That happens every time until the last bit, and then the last bit is a shit fight anyway. Nothing happens.
There is one bit that I'm going to give away, right? And I don't want to spoil the film, because people should watch it. It's not quite Pacific Rim levels of awesomeness, but it's still good. There's a bit where Godzilla... He grabs one of the other creature's faces, right?
Yeah.
And he looks like he's going to pull his jaw apart like King Kong does to the T-Rexes in the Jackson one. But he doesn't. He rips his mouth open and then throat fucks him with a laser beam until his head comes off.
That is the only good bit of the movie, honestly.
All right,
involving Godzilla.
It, right? When you watched Godzilla, did it just make you want to watch Pacific Rim?
Yes.
See, I was worried that was going to happen, and that's why I didn't go and see it.
The action is slow and cumbersome in comparison. Like, when the two monsters fight, the other monster isn't even interesting to look at, and yeah, when they fight, it's just...
Does it look like the Cloverfield monster?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh my god.
It looks more like the monster from Monsters. I don't know if you saw that cam recorder film.
Yeah, I have.
It's actually really good. It looks more like something out of that.
Monsters was fairly deep, man. I thought that was going to be a sort of Godzilla-type movie, but it ended up being like a really good road trip film. Anyway, we're talking about Monsters all the time, man. That was his own film.
I think he did Monsters, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Never mind, but there you go.
There you go. X-Men. Bloody good.
That's
That's it.
X-Men, yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yeah. No, I was going to spoil it then, but no. Can't spoil
I don't
it.
care about like mild spoilers. Spoilers.
So
We're about to talk about some spoilers for X-Men. If you don't want to
Jamie.
hear spoilers for X-Men, skip ahead about 5 minutes.
I guess X-Men 3 just didn't happen.
Right, well, the thing is, like,
yeah.
it technically did, but then by the time the film finishes, maybe you could just say it didn't. Yeah. The thing is, though, they want to write off some of the stuff that people hated.
Yeah,
And
and
they've given
basically
themselves a
all of
great way to
X-Men
do
3.
that.
yeah.
Yeah. But then, like, some stuff that doesn't still make sense. If people can make sense of it, that's great. Stuff that doesn't make sense. Xavier's alive at the end of the Wolverine movie when he comes with Magneto to find him, and then that leads into this film. Well,
Right.
how's he back alive again after the events of X-Men 3?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got atomized by Jean Grey in X-Men 3, man.
Yeah. So I
So-
guess. Mhm.
Some things happen there to bring, I don't know, but he can't be alive. And then why does Wolverine have his adamantium back
In his claws.
at the beginning of this new film when at the end of Wolverine
he gets
was
his
like
claws snapped off by Silver
snapped
Samurai,
off.
doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
And they go back to bone claws.
yeah. So what's going on?
To be
Like
honest, you're doing a time travel film. If those are the only plot holes you can think of, they probably did a good job, man.
Everything
Unless-
else apart from the makeup was fine.
Yeah. What? The makeup?
Whose makeup?
Beast and Mystique never look good in this new line.
Yeah. See, I think it's because of the extreme HD, man. You could just see the pores painted blue.
It's just
Crazy.
such an
Beast
insane,
looks funny as
intense
fuck
orange.
in X-Men
Yeah.
First Class. Does he still look like that?
Yeah, it looks
Like a
even
Muppet.
more strange. Strange.
That's-
The action, though, guys, the action is amazing. I was really impressed by the action sequences. Especially, there's the character, I don't know the names, the woman who like throws out little portals.
Right. See, I was telling Ben this is my favorite scene from the film, so that's
Yeah.
the character Blink.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
would be your favourite because she's the cute Asian girl, yeah?
She is so cute. No, but
Yeah,
the
because it's
portal-
called like Bing Bing or something.
Is that the girl from Pacific Rim?
I don't
Nah,
know.
it's-
No.
Okay, well,
She's
just-
Chinese, this girl. The chick from Pacific Rim was Japanese.
Oh yeah, typical racist comment.
No, that's not racist. No,
Just waiting for Gianni to go, what's the difference? What's the
Exactly.
difference?
Come on. Jan is
I'm
not
staying
racist
out of this.
either. Fuck you.
But yeah, action's great. Thoroughly enjoyed it. That's me done.
All right, cool. Jenny,
Hello.
what have you been up to this week, dude?
Okay. Yeah, a bit of Final Fantasy X, but obviously Watchdogs. Now, I think I've made it quite clear I'm not Ubisoft's biggest fan. So, yeah, and I wasn't going to get it at launch until I was talking to Jamie and he made me hyped for it. So I went and bought it. And I am really enjoying it. It's really quite fun. Not so much at the moment, as we'll find out in a minute, but yeah, I'm getting a bit. There's one thing that's really getting on my nerves though, is that everybody keeps referring it to and comparing it to GTA, and I think that's incredibly misguided. It feels a lot like Infamous. I don't know what you guys think of that.
I agree completely, right? And I think it might be the reason why I don't like it as much as I probably could. Purely
What-
for the right. There's a reason why I really enjoyed Infamous Second Son, even though I thought as an Infamous game it was the weakest in the series. I really enjoyed it because the characters were really, really well done. Now, I haven't played a ton of Watch Dogs so far. I've probably played it for 3 hours or so. But fuck me, is Aiden Pierce boring, man. He is so boring. It makes me want to go to sleep when he's talking, man.
It's because he needs a shit.
All the time, he's
You
just
listen
like,
to him.
oh yeah, something really serious is going on right now.
It's a really gross voice. I think they chose poorly.
Even when it's like a really serious situation, yeah, right? It's not spoilers to say something that happens in the first 5 minutes of the game, is it?
No.
No.
So the reason he's a vigilante is because some hitmen, mafia people came to try and like stop him being a cyber criminal, and they ended up killing his niece.
Yeah.
Right? In a car crash. So he's out to get revenge on these people and stuff, and like because he's become a vigilante from that. And the game starts pretty much with you pretty much interrogating the guy that shot out your tires and ended up killing your niece.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, he doesn't give a fuck. There's no emotion. He's just like, you're gonna tell me what I need to know. Like no emotion in his voice, and I was just like, really? So I've gone from infamous Second Son, where like this fucking awesome, believable like acting from pretty much the entire cast,
Yeah, it was really good.
to this like fucking blank slate.
I heard the story
Concrete
gets pretty good though in Watchdogs. I've heard that the story is actually pretty good, and the
Well,
characters are.
this is the other thing, right? Because as much as I hate Aiden Pierce as a character, the gameplay is actually really fun. It's really fun, man.
Well, that's exactly what I actually didn't, because I haven't played much of the campaign. I don't think, because I've been too busy dicking around.
With a dick.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's just really fun. It's really fun. There's so many little things to do. I can imagine it gets a little bit repetitive after a while, but it's still quite early days, so I don't want to say that just yet. But no, I was actually really enjoying it. I didn't pick up on the whole lifeless thing. I'm not sure why. That's something I normally would. Maybe I think I'm playing it more with the mechanics in mind rather than the story. Because this is their first iteration, so I imagine they would. Imagine like if there is a second one, for example.
Well, I mean, has there been any one moment, that you can think of playing this game? I know Jamie can't wait to fucking start talking about this, and I will let you in a sec, Jay. But has there been one moment that just made you like the game? Because I wasn't enjoying it at all. I was thinking like, this is just run of the mill sandbox game. And then I did a mission where I had to take out a gang hideout.
Yes.
And after failing it like 5 times, I decided to go. Yeah, I kept failing it. I kept fucking up and like dying or killing the person I was supposed to take down and stuff. After like failing it like 5 times, I decided, fuck this. I'm gonna play it as if it was like Arkham Asylum. So I just went in there completely silent, trying to do silent takedowns on everyone, and suddenly started liking the game. Like using the distractions of like car alarms to get people to look away whilst I go around and take them out and stuff. That was suddenly fun. Why they didn't put focus on that rather than before this mission going, oh, there's going to be a lot of people, huh? Maybe I need to get a bigger gun and like go to the fucking gun shop and get an assault rifle straight away. Like, even though you die in like 3 shots, they should have put the focus on melee, man, because the melee takedowns and stuff are where it's at in this game.
No, but that's not part of the game though. It's because most of the things you're outnumbered. Pretty much every single thing I've come across, you're outnumbered, and the whole point is to use the cameras. And I suppose one of the flaws in the game is that as a top tip, what you probably should do is by using your skill points to hacking. The hacking skill trees, because that makes life so much better.
Yeah,
so
I can vouch for that.
But I had a lot of fun with bouncing between finding a safe place to hide, bouncing between the cameras, having a look around what's around, seeing who I can do what to. So could I trigger someone's phone, set off a car alarm, as you said, and that's where it's quite fun. And then in the end, what I do is somehow I'll try and kill as many as I can by not even entering it, or even one of them I didn't even have to enter. I literally managed to hack the central server without even stepping foot inside the compound. So I didn't have that gunfight. But another one I had to have some sort of. I couldn't do it without a gunfight.
I feel like my gunfight was my own fault, because when I went and bought the assault rifle, I also bought the grenade launcher. And I thought like fuck it, I'm just gonna have some fun with this grenade launcher. Start killing everyone. So I haven't
got the grenade launcher yet. But I've been using those distraction techniques, which I find a lot easier in this game. So it's there's that element of The Last of Us where you get items and you have to craft them to make a different
the crafting system's very similar actually.
What do you craft?
Yeah.
Grenades, distraction devices, things that knock out the power in the area and stuff like that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's if you play it all guns blazing, you're not going to enjoy it, and that's surprising coming from me, who It was only a few weeks ago where I was absolutely slating the stealth genres. So I've actually really enjoyed it, but there has always been this nagging feeling, and I think Jamie's going to take it over from here. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done with this at this point.
Jamie, talk to me about Watchdogs, man.
What's that nagging feeling? What have I done?
Just saying that there's some underlying thing that he can't put his finger on.
All right.
And
There's one thing I was playing it, and I was like, you know what? I haven't had a single glitch, I'm sorry, there was one glitch where my car got stuck between a barrier and a curb. But
if we're talking glitches, I had the fucking worst glitch when I was sneaking through, doing all my stealth takedowns. This guy walked out with his shotgun, was walking around the car. I was sneaking around. I snuck around the car. I hit circle to come off the cover and go around to the other side. And then I jumped up into the air, like about 4 meters off the front of the car. And the guy just shot me in midair and killed me in one hit. That is some bullshit, man.
I think it's the worst glitch.
That's the worst glitch for me. The only glitch I've seen, and it's one that gets me instant killed when I was right near the end of my stealth section.
Jamie's
glitch is worse.
It's not even the game itself. We'll let you talk.
So I've not had a problem so far with Uplay. Ubisoft's online account, passport, whatever they want to call it. With every game that they've released, and I think it dates back to either Assassin's Creed 2 or maybe Splinter Cell Conviction. I can't think what the first game was to have this. You do in-game things and it rewards you with some Ubisoft Uplay points, and then you can unlock more stuff for your game. I had my account quite high. It's been built up quite nicely. So I bought the gold gun and I bought some special sports car that was exclusive to Uplay through my points. In doing that, I've now just lost a 10-hour save file because basically there has been a problem with Uplay in that anybody who's accessed those items or downloaded them, used them, whatever, it's now crashed their game saves out, and there's no way to recover it.
Good
so
times,
as happy
man.
as I am with the game, there's also this balance right now that I'm very negative about it. It's not the game. I'm just I'm a bit upset about restarting. I've had to do it again. There's no way to save it. But
yeah, talk about
after
the game.
10 hours, I'd unlocked every single tower. So similar to Assassin's Creed, where you have those eagle viewpoints.
Mm-hmm.
I'd gone over the whole map and unlocked every single one of those.
Yeah. Dude, are you noticing some very strong similarities between Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed?
But then, in a way where it's familiar but still new.
But like, I'm talking about in the way that this game very well might have been developed as an Assassin's Creed game, but then they realised it was too different and it kind of split off into its own thing. Kind of like how Devil May Cry was originally Resident Evil 4, and then they're like, no, it's too different. We have to make it its own series.
Yeah, I mean, the way it works, similar to like the what's that system called in Assassin's Creed? Then I want to say Abstergo, but that's something else, isn't it?
Abstergo's the company,
Eagle
isn't
Vision,
it?
Yeah, but the Animus, that's the one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I mean, it does feel like it could have been latched into that, but I think they've just created a whole new universe out of it. Yeah, whatever, man. Like, you know, the new, what was it? Prince of Persia was accidentally something else, wasn't it? Assassin's Creed was
originally Prince of Persia 4, I think.
All good things, man. All good things. Like I was saying about Assassin's Creed recently, how number 4 had been my favorite, but number 1 was like before that. Number 1 was, and I just think they're back on track with some of their games. It's just a shame about how they're handling a lot of their online stuff. They're putting a lot of focus on fixing Uplay right now. Hopefully they'll get it sorted.
But the actual
I've
game
lost that
you
file.
enjoyed, right? The actual
Yeah,
game.
I can't knock the game. I can't find fault in it. I haven't touched the campaign, and that's like a testament to the world around it. Like I've done every tower. I've done the gang hideouts. I've done a lot of the private invasion stuff. I was just enjoying doing that stuff, and I'd got my skill tree really high. I had fucking about 40 grand in cash on me after I bought a load of stuff as well. I'm really gutted, but
so you were pretty much just seeing the good parts of the game then, the free roaming stuff. None of the fucking wooden robot man Aiden Pierce missions then, really.
But yeah, I'm not gonna, like I said, even when I go back in on the new file, I'm not going to touch the campaign for a while. I'm not bothered by it right now. I'm just enjoying the world. Like,
Yeah.
getting away from the cops, stopping a train, getting on it, and then restarting the train. Oh my god,
It's so easy to get away from the police in this game, man.
It's that's the thing. It's not originally. I really struggled at the beginning because all you can do is hack traffic lights. So
Well, no, because I straight away put my hacking up so I could do the bridges and the bollards and doors and stuff as well.
the bollards
So-
are fucking useful. Actually,
They're
I love
awesome,
doing
aren't
that.
they?
Just driving
I've,
past traffic and pressing it and pushing it up and just looking back and seeing the carnage behind is brilliant.
I've spent a lot of time putting myself into slow motion as I raise a bridge, and just like going over the bridge repeatedly in slow motion. That's amazing. But yeah, it's the world itself. I can't find fault right now. I think
There are a
they've made
few
it.
things that I feel like it's missing. The ability to shoot your gun from the car, like
Oh, you can't do that.
after
No,
playing
you
like
surely-
GTA and being so used to
Right.
being able to shoot out the windows, like that's
But-
really annoying. So you can't sort of pull up alongside someone and shoot out their tires, which would have been awesome. That's kind
But
of
then that's for you to use the world around you more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you can hack everything.
Like I chased a guy down and I you raise the bollards. It's fun to watch it happen.
I screwed up my first criminal takedown, where he's like, "Oh, we should watch this guy because he might be a criminal," and he was having a sort of domestic with his missus, but he hadn't done anything yet. But I didn't realise he hadn't done anything yet. I just saw him shouting at her, so I activated the thing behind him and blew him up. And then he was like, "Oh man, he hadn't done anything wrong yet," or something. I was like, "Fuck!" I haven't done any more since then. Do they just pop up from time to time?
So yeah, the idea of the game world then is that these cameras have been installed to look at crime probability, right? So it predicts when a crime is going to happen and who's going to be a victim and what's going on in the world. So by having your phone out and highlighting that person, you can see their bar filling up. Like the probability raises, the percentage goes up, and once it gets to like the 90-odd%, it goes red, and that's when you can initiate your response. You have to be really careful with it. But yeah, just by going around and hacking people's phones, you pick up on like text message conversations, or like you pick up on audio conversations about somebody angry about something, and then it just brings up the probability for that to be a crime.
Which is kind of cool, man. I do like the world that they've put out. After
There's
playing
one-
it now firsthand, I can say that it's definitely not as nice looking as the original video that they put up about it. Like the original E3 reveal gameplay that they showed looks a hell of a lot nicer and a hell of a lot more dynamic than the actual game that they released.
Yeah.
Even down to the things that were happening, like in the middle of that gunfight in the center of like the intersection.
Mhm.
He was like moving along and like he pulled someone out of their car so that they were out of the way and stuff, and
Yeah, that
like
doesn't
slid
happen,
across
right?
the bonnet and stuff like that. That stuff's not in the game, as far as I know. None of that stuff's in the game, so that's kind of disappointing because that just looked like it was going to be really immersive.
Yeah.
Whereas what we've got is closer to GTA in terms of like execution. Like, and I feel like it's bad to compare it to GTA, but when it feels this much like GTA but with a hacking mod put on it, which
It's
maybe
inevitable,
is
really.
taking,
No,
maybe that's harsh, but
refused. No,
that's-
I think you're wrong. Actually, you are wrong. It's not. It doesn't feel anything like GTA in the slightest.
No.
As I said,
It doesn't.
if you said to me Infamous Creed, then fine. Then I could totally accept that, but I can't take
I
the
dunno,
GTA thing. Just because
the
it's an
only-
open world and it's got cars doesn't mean it's GTA.
the only similarity between Infamous and Watchdogs though is that you are essentially playing someone who could be a hero or a villain. Like that's the
Yeah.
only real difference. I mean, otherwise,
But it's the random. Well, actually, if anything, it's almost a direct rival to not a direct rival, but you could take a lot from Infamous because if you think there's a lot of random little events going along on Infamous, they're all quite similar, but it's so sort of there's a bit of variation between each one. You got as you said, you got the good and the bad, and you can use that to your advantage as well. So if you're good, you don't get as much bad press.
yeah.
And that sort of stuff. So actually, the more I think about it, the more I think it's more Infamous.
I'm talking about from a gameplay perspective though. And Infamous, I would say, is a story-driven open world game that's built around using your powers. Like that entire game is built around using your powers for traversal and stuff. Whereas this, it's an open world game built around using technology but you still have to use cars and guns and everything like you would in GTA. So
it's the skill tree that's quite key to the game progression. There's a hell of a lot you can do. And you can play it different ways, like Infamous. You don't have to have certain skills. You can instead just do, I don't know, you could be really good at driving, for example, and not bother with hacking or shooting, for example.
yeah,
So that
I guess
there's
so.
different ways of playing it. So, and that's all I'm saying. I don't like the comparison between GTA because I don't feel it.
Well, I still haven't played GTA 5, so if there was no, yeah, I know
Shocked.
that's some
What the
sort of
hell?
sacrilege, man. There was no progression system or anything in GTA 5? So maybe it'd be safer to say that it's closer
Yeah.
to Saints Row then, because Saints Row had a progression system, didn't it, and a level up system. Ooh,
It did, didn't it? Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah. I don't
everyone's
know.
gone quiet
I mean,
now.
for
Can
me,
I-
it's
Okay,
just
carry on.
controls like Assassin's Creed. It plays like Assassin's Creed, but it still feels fresh. So that's where
When
I've
you
been
start-
comfortable with it.
When you start this game, please pay attention to all of the tutorials, because I lost my second random like crime event because I didn't know how to sprint, and the guy just ran away from me as I casually jogged after him, man. And like I was in the middle of this chase, and I was like, "Fuck's sake, how do you sprint?" And I ended up phoning Jamie. I phoned Jamie. Luckily, he didn't pick up. Then I realised that I could just open the menu and look at the controls. So pay attention and don't lose someone as you jog, like I did, man. God.
Amazing. I
Actually,
was just going to talk about going back to the graphics. Do you think that the fact that it's multi-platform on your PS3 and Xbox, do you reckon why it's not as good quality as what we saw at E3?
No, I don't think that at all, man. I think that what they released at E3, they tied up majorly, like that one section, so that it looked really, really good and got people super hyped for it. I'm reliably informed that that's a common practice in the industry, man.
Of course, yeah.
Making your trailers and vertical slice gameplay stuff look a lot better than it actually is.
It happened with Aliens, didn't it? So
Well, that was the worst, because even to this day on their website they've got trailers for that game with stuff that isn't in that game. So
because I was thinking, like, Watch Dogs. There's going to be a Watch Dogs 2. Obviously, it's made a lot of money. It seems.
well,
So-
it's I don't know if it's going to be on the Flash News or not, or whether I'm spoiling it, but it's Ubisoft's fastest selling game of all time. So
Yeah, so there's going to be a sequel ahead, and I was just thinking if they stick to just the PS4, Xbox One, and PC, they could probably, make it closer to how it was first envisioned, sort of thing. Like maybe they can get the graphics up a bit. Because I just think maybe, having it on the old gen sort of held it back a little bit.
but it does look really incredible.
Yeah, I've heard that
Like,
looks fantastic, and I've seen footage of it, obviously, and it still looks really great.
it doesn't look as good as Infamous. Not even close.
Yeah, Infamous looks fantastic. I was really impressed by Infamous.
Is there anything
Coach Jiggle
else?
Physics, man.
Yeah, man. Is there anything else any of you guys wanted to mention about Watch Dogs?
There is one really irritating thing in the game, and that's the pedestrians don't understand about running away when there's a car mounting the pavement. So if you're trying to get away from the police, for example, they tend to run in the way of the car rather than out the way of the car, which is fucking irritating when you're trying to be a good guy and you end up with like 5 dead civilians.
Is the worst, man, and they're
That's
dopey as
biggest
fuck as
bugbear of
well.
mine.
If you knock them down and then you accidentally position your car in a way that, like, when they stand up, they're blocked in, they just walk against your car. They just casually stand there and just keep strolling as if they're walking along, but straight into your car. Some of their like pathfinding is proper like dopey, man.
But to me, that's the biggest concern I have with the game. Then fine.
Yeah, it might sound like I'm being really negative, but I am actually having a good time with Watch Dogs, man. I definitely recommend picking it up. There isn't a lot out there right now, unless you only have a PS4, in which case you got Infamous, which is probably better than this. But on like PlayStation, on Xbox One as well, and on PC, it's definitely worth picking up because it's a fun game.
So I should pick up?
I feel like they have come through with their promise as well, where they want to make you feel like a badass hacker, man. You actually feel like you're hacking everything.
Especially the gang hideouts. Just go for some of those early on, and then you'll see why the game's so enjoyable. That will help you develop the character in the game.
I felt like I was playing an Arkham game when I did those gang things, because it was like Predator mode, like going in through the cameras and stuff, picking your targets. Right, you're gonna fucking die because that thing next to you explodes, and as soon as you go next to it, you're getting blown up. Like, and then just bouncing around through the cameras and taking everyone out was awesome. It's really good. Mm-hmm. I recommend it, Johnny. Definitely.
Okay. All right. Good stuff.
Cool. Is there anything else you guys wanted to mention on Watch Dogs then? Or am I safe to move on to what else, Janet? Have you done anything else this week other than play Watch Dogs, Janet?
No.
All right. Cool. Jamie. I guess we've talked a lot about Watch Dogs now. Did you do anything else other than play Watch Dogs this week, mate?
I went to see Maleficent yesterday, if that does anything for you.
How was it?
It's a film of two halves, if I'm being completely honest with you. I went into it probably worried that Angelina Jolie was going to be the weakest part, and she ends up being the strongest part. So that was one thing that turned on its head for me. But the film itself, every single male actor is just not worth their paycheck in that film at all. It's worrying. And I think that might come back to Angelina Jolie again. Maybe in her contract, she said, I can't have any other big names in this film. I have to be the biggest name. That's why we've ended up with a load of shit male actors. And that might be, I reckon that's what's happened. But the reviews for it aren't that strong. But I must say, it's a good, strong origin story for the character. Here's the thing,
right? This is a film about Maleficent. Probably one of my favorite Disney villains of all time. Did they make her good in this? Did they make her she's a villain by circumstance or something? Because that would suck.
What they do is they highlight every event that could have possibly happened and go through that. So she starts off as like a fairy from the Moors, and that's one half, and then the other half is the humans living in that kingdom, and they're at war and so on. And she seems to bridge that gap when she meets this young child, and then he goes on to become greedy and want to become the king, and there are events tied to that then make her turn.
Okay.
But then she does have a moment later on where I don't want to spoil it because it's definitely worth watching, but there are moments later on that make her still look good, like almost like you say, like of circumstance, but not in a way that it makes it shit. Honestly, I promise you.
All right. Well, I do want to see it.
She is the strongest part, and I've got this thing about Angelina Jolie that everything she touches turns to shit. And I don't know. I think Mr. and Mrs. Smith was bearable.
Was that her though, or was that Brad Pitt, man? I feel like
he's a good actor. Get off of him. He's like,
that's what I'm saying. You might have liked that film because of Brad Pitt, not her.
Yeah, but then she might have carried him the way Robert Downey Jr. carried Jude Law in the Sherlock films. But it doesn't matter then. You kind of still get away with Jude Law in those films.
It's just true.
But I think it's worth a watch. I don't think it's as good as like Oz. So when Disney are doing these new live action films, I think Oz the Great and Powerful is a better film.
I'm naturally going to be cautious with a film like Maleficent because she's a very, very strong villain from Sleeping Beauty, man. And she's also a really strong villain from the Kingdom Hearts franchise. They put her to really good use in that. So I see Maleficent as like a really good villain. And if they even think about making her nice, I feel like it would be ruining her character. So that's why I haven't like actually gone to see it yet. It's been on the cards, and I was waiting for reviews to come in to see what people think. If you're telling me it's good and worth a watch, I'll go and check it out. But I don't know, man.
I honestly think she plays it really well, and that takes a lot to come from me to say Angelina Jolie did something right. So yeah, check it out. Go on.
Okay, cool, man. Been up to anything else this week?
No, that'll do for me.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm glad we had that Watch Dogs talk, man, because that means that me and you don't have to talk about Watch Dogs. It's awesome. Other than Watch Dogs, I played the most recent Walking Dead episode this week, which fucking so good, man. I wish you guys would play these episode by episode.
Sorry, was it The Walking Dead or The Wolf Among Us?
Sorry. No, Walking Dead. Wolf Among Us just come out. I haven't played episode 4 of Among Us yet.
Sorry, okay.
But
cool.
I've been sitting on the new episode of Walking Dead for about 2 weeks, man. And I finally got around to playing it, and god damn, it's awesome. I would love to talk about it with you guys, but I know you're waiting till the entire season's out to play them all in a row, so that fucking sucks.
Is it 5 episodes, though?
Yeah, 5 episodes.
So, I've got the Wolf Among Us season pass, so I'll just wait for the thingy then. The last episode, and then I'm on that one. But Walking Dead, I was talking to Gianni about yesterday, actually. Like, I do need it in my life, because the Walking Dead game, this Walking Dead game, is better than the graphic novel, is
Yep.
better than the TV series.
Exactly what I was saying the other day, man. I feel like these Telltale games are now better than the TV series. I'm enjoying them more than the TV series.
Really?
Man. Yep. They're so good. Really, really good. So I played through that. Freaking fantastic as always. And I also picked up, and Johnny, you're going to have to help me with this because I've completely forgot the name again. It's Ys Memories of Cell something.
Cellsetta, I think.
Cellsetta, that's the one. On the Vita.
Magna Boobage.
It's not quite, man.
No.
Not quite. I did pick up a Magna Boobage game, which I'll tell you about afterwards, but that game is really good, and it's not what I was expecting. I picked it up thinking it was going to be a sort of just an RPG or an action RPG game, but it's way closer to an adventure hack and slash with RPG elements, man. It's really, really fast gameplay, exploring dungeons and stuff, some really strong boss battles. Having a lot of fun with that game, man. To put it into perspective, I've played maybe 2 or 3 hours of Watchdogs and about 5.5 hours of Ys. So having
That's
way
winning
more
out.
fun with Ys, man, than Watchdogs at the moment.
That's cool.
Game's cracking. Definitely worth checking out. And I also picked up Agarest Generations of War on the PC because it was like £1.70.
What's it like?
That sure is a game, man. The Steam version that I bought though came with a lot of DLC. Like a lot of the add-on packs that they were trying to sell on PlayStation were just included in the Steam version.
Oh wow.
Which means that I started the game and in my inventory I had a sword that took my attack power from like 60 up to like 1,800.
Are you serious?
The game's laughably easy at the moment. I'm just playing through it, trying to get the story, man. Which at the moment is kind of subpar. We'll see, man. There's like 3 generations in the story. Like your aim is to like get married, have a kid, and then your kid takes over. You get married, have a kid, then your kid takes over.
That's pretty
Practically.
cool.
So we'll see, man. I'm going to stick with it though this time and actually play it. Other than like, unlike the last time when I got it on PlayStation 3 when it came out and I played it for like 10 minutes and then just gave up and looked at the art book. Good times.
Cool.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I've done this week. I'm seeing X-Men tomorrow, so
You should enjoy it. It's really
looking
good.
forward to that. And yeah, that is what I've been doing this week, man.
And lovely.
I know, awesome. Let's move on to what I've really been excited for this week, though. Jamie, we're playing your rumor game.
Oh God! Right,
Play
okay.
the rumor game. Let's do it.
There was. Let me just quickly go over something though. It's supposed to be in the flash news later, but I'd rather bring it up now. Then I can't remember the week before last or last week. I spoke about Quantum Break being announced as a trilogy, didn't I?
Yeah.
At E3. Quantum Break won't be at E3 this year. They've delayed the game with a new gameplay trailer, I might add as well. But they've delayed the game until next year, and they've confirmed it won't be at E3 this year. So
I think.
Sorry, guys, that's a couple of points
written
lost.
off, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, you said actually, you guys said no, it wouldn't be there.
I
So
said no.
I said
Gianni
maybe.
and Johnny technically will get points for that because
Yeah.
that's
You
right.
guys, man.
It's not going to get
Yay!
announced.
This is
Um,
bullshit.
Knowledge.
Good work, Jenny.
So we'll
High
see.
five.
Enjoy those points, Gianni.
Yeah.
So much gonna get.
It's all downhill from here.
Right, well, we've got 2 podcasts, including this one, left before E3. So two lots of rumor game left to go. So we'll stick with the order of Johnny, Gianni, Ben.
Mhm.
So first of all, Sony press conference. Will they announce Destiny has some timed exclusivity? So not necessarily the game coming out early, but some content in the way that Call of Duty always gets announced for Xbox 360 and whatever is exclusive content early.
I'm gonna go say no on this one because I
Yeah.
think I think I think Xbox would get it if there is any exclusive content, but I don't think there will be. I think they're going to try and keep it balanced, hopefully. But yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I'm the same on that one.
I'm gonna say yes because
Good man.
I feel like there is going to be exclusive content for the PlayStation 4, but I think there's going to be exclusive content for the Xbox as well. I just think it's not going to be available on the same stuff isn't going to be available on both systems. I reckon there's going to be exclusive stuff for each version. So I'm going to go ahead and say yes on that one.
Bear in mind that Sony are partnered with them on this release as well. And
That's true.
They're going to be involved heavily. You can't take back your answers now.
Oh, damn.
It's too late. Right. Black Tusk. Will they show off any new Gears of War stuff. Anything Gears of War.
Yes. They will show. Yep, definitely. I think they're going to show some AM New Gears, obviously for the Xbox One. Yeah, I think that's on the cards.
Yeah.
Is that yes from Jenny?
Yeah.
Huh?
What do you
I'm
reckon, Ben?
going to say yes as well because the lead developer is it Mark Rain, I think, from Epic, who's sort of been the liaison with this new studio working on Gears of War, has been talking about the difficulties of releasing sequels to like well-known franchises to the press recently, which makes me think that he's been knee-deep in helping them do a sequel for Gears of War. So I'm fairly sure we're going to see it. I'm going to say yes.
We're going to see a trailer.
I would like to. There aren't many games that get me excited for Microsoft content, but Gears of War has always been good.
Yeah, they're good games.
Sticking with the Microsofts.
Yep.
How about some Fable Legends gameplay?
What is Fable Legends?
It was announced last year, right?
What is it again?
It's that 4-player Fable thing.
Oh, right.
Not that little puppet game from a couple of years ago, though.
Oh, okay.
But the one where you have the different classes, everybody's like, and then somebody can play as the villain, right? If I remember right from the reveal.
You remember this?
Yeah.
So you're saying there is going to be gameplay footage of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably, probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Danny?
You actually mean gameplay footage and not like a glorified video?
Has to be somebody playing it or showing actual in-game footage, yeah.
I'd say no to actual in-game footage and maybe yes to some sort of montage, but not actual in-game footage.
Has to be an overall answer, man.
That's how this game works, Jenny.
So, no, not physical gameplay
Cool.
or even a demo.
I'm with Janny on this one, actually. I don't think there is going to be gameplay or gameplay footage shown because I reckon that game is going to be shit and they're not going to want to show it on stage.
Fair enough.
I don't think that's going to be one of the ones they're going to want to push at the forefront, man. I think it's going to be there. I think it will be at the booths, and there might be a trailer for it shown in their press conference, but I don't think there'll be live gameplay.
If there's gameplay in the booths, that'll count, because that's still technically at E3.
Yeah.
God, I'm going to say maybe then. God damn it. If the booths count, I've got to go maybe, man.
Yeah, I mean, if I'd have, like, explicitly said, like, in the conference, then that would be different.
All right, I know.
Overall,
yeah, that's a maybe then. I'm going to go maybe. Down the middle,
Cool.
1 point.
Right, we're halfway there. Let's do this. Right, so Platinum Games have got Bayonetta coming, Bayonetta 2, but that is Wii U only. At the moment, anyway. No, it will stay. It will stay, won't it? Because it's like it's being supported by Nintendo. So
yeah,
I think
that's
it
cool.
can't.
I'm fairly sure the most recent trailer for Bayonetta 2 didn't have only on Wii U in the trailer.
Yeah, because everyone kicked off at that, didn't
Yeah, everyone was like, "Where was the only on Wii U bit gone?" So
I swear they're paying. So
yeah,
we'll
I'm
see.
fairly sure Nintendo contributed to the production costs. So I don't see how it could show up on any other system.
But that is besides the point of what I'm about to go into. Sorry, I've just gone off on one a bit there. So Platinum Games, I reckon they'll have at least a title card for a new game. Possibly a Beautiful Joe, but I'm not locking that down. I reckon they'll have a title card for something similar to Beautiful Joe. But let's just say they've got a title card. That's what you got to answer.
I can go
At
for
least.
a maybe, right?
At least, yeah, maybe's available.
I'm going to go for a maybe.
Yeah, I think there'll be something. Yeah. I say yes.
Outright yes. Cool.
I don't think they will, to be honest, which is a shame because I really like Platinum stuff. They make awesome games, but I don't think there'll be any there at E3. I think if we're going to see something new from Platinum, it's going to come at TGS. So I'm going to say no.
Okay, that's cool. We might get a title card. That's what I'm thinking, though. You say about Tokyo Game Show in September. I thought maybe title card now, gameplay, or something like a trailer by Tokyo Game Show. We'll see. I think they've got it in them. Right. Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
Gran Turismo 7 Prologue to be announced for PlayStation 4.
I'm going to go with no, because there's quite a few car games that are going to come out, so they don't want to oversaturate the market with car games. I reckon next year you'll see a GT Prologue 7.
Yeah, I'm with Johnny on this one. I think with 6 coming out, only last year, and knowing how long it takes the studio to actually get to grips with the hardware, I don't think. It's
too soon.
I can't see them doing anything. No.
They are shit, aren't they?
I'm gonna echo these guys, and I'm gonna say nope, that ain't gonna happen. We're far more likely to see a Gran Turismo 6 HD remix for the PS4 than we are to see a Gran Turismo 7 anytime soon.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll have a look then, won't we? Right. Here's me stretching a bit of optimism and hope. Fallout 4.
Oh God, I hope so.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna go yes. Because I really want it.
I really want it. Maybe.
I'd lose my shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes as well, because there's been a lot of trademarking business going on in cyberspace with Bethesda jumping on trademarks for Fallout 4. So it definitely has to be being worked on. I'd imagine it's been worked on for the last few years or whatever since Skyrim was finalized. So I think we're gonna see it.
Well, it's a given that they're working on it, but it's whether or not they're gonna bring something to the table.
Yeah.
Well, how long's it been now since Skyrim? Like 2 years, maybe more.
2011, wasn't it?
Yeah, so they've had 3 years since Skyrim, man. I think the time's right for them to start showing off a new Fallout game.
Yeah.
And I will love it and hug it.
If they just come on stage and just put the words on a screen.
Some guy just says Fallout 3, drops the mic, walks off. That's all we need.
Well, Fallout 4.
3. Good luck with that.
Yeah, I was going to say, they'll be like,
what else? You know what I mean? So excited.
But yeah, there's 1 week left to go of this rumour game, and once again I've had to change a few of them because they've actually gone and revealed something. I can't remember what it was this week though. Something got revealed this week, and I had to be like, oh, for fuck's sake, and change the rumour game again. But that's good, because it just means I'm on the money with somebody.
It just means you're super accurate, man, with your predictions.
Yep.
So
remember Killer Instinct last year?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like you had some insider knowledge going on there. I think you had a fucking tip from someone about that though.
Who do I know?
I don't know. Something happened though, because that was too perfect. You were like, I reckon there's going to be a new Killer Instinct, and then suddenly it happened.
It's because they filed some trademarks about it.
There we go.
Okay.
About 18 months previous. Though,
you were just getting your Sherlock on then, man. Deducing that might be the case. Deducing.
That's it though. That's this week. There's 1 week left to go, and then it's E3. Oh my god.
Yes. That's also news done for this week, man. There was nothing massive to talk about this week, so we just get straight into Flash news, and then we can be done.
Well, I mean, there's a little bit then. If you guys wanted to, I don't know if anybody knows anything about this new Battlefields. It would have been a shame for me not to include it, just because I've been too ill.
I'll tell you what, I've heard about this new Battlefield. I've heard that a trailer was leaked, and that it was production footage from about 6 months ago that was meant to be internal only, which means that people are going to get all pissy. Oh, look at this! This looks wrong. Even though it's internal footage that should never have been leaked, and it's 6 months old.
Did you watch the footage, Ben?
Nope.
I did, and a lot of people actually liked it. A lot of the comments were positive. It's definitely looking like a Payday 2 kind of vibe, but obviously on a grander scale. They've got some... Yeah, it looks great. The single player seems to be, focusing on the cops and robbers sort of aspect as well. I think you can choose to either be like a cop or robber, and you can choose to be a bad cop or a good cop. There's they announced some game modes as well. There's a game mode where you just pretty much race each other as well, which sounds a bit strange.
Okay.
Yeah, but it looks really cool. They've added a lot of gadgets and stuff. So now you can set up zip lines and not grappling hooks when you sort of launch it into the air and climb up and scale a wall.
Like grapnel gun type thing.
Yeah, those sort of things. So pretty much the world's being opened up a bit more because you can sort of make your own sort of way throughout the places.
It's interesting because do you feel that that's like a response to Titanfall then? Because Titanfall was really open in that regard.
Maybe. I think they're just trying to do something new because obviously Call of Duty's going to stick to what they know and what they do. And I think they just want to let's just do something a bit different.
Well, that's a controversial statement in itself though, man, because the trailer for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare...
It's like hover cars, man.
Yeah, they had stealth suits, powered jump suits and stuff like that, man. It looks like they're changing out this time.
This is, I mean, the thing though could be that, I mean, this isn't in the main line of Battlefield games, is it? So it's an opportunity to to almost try new stuff without damaging the name of the main series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look at the gameplay because I heard about it and I read about their response about it leaking before I actually got a chance to see the footage.
Right.
And after I read that, it's production footage from about 6 months ago and it should never have been leaked, I thought, well, there's no point in me watching it because what if I don't like what I see? That's going to colour my impression of the game. So
it gets the feel it gets the feel across, and it looks pretty good. It looks, the graphics aren't bad or anything. It looked really polished actually. But yeah, I'm sure we'll see more E3 and looks pretty good. I might dive in.
All right, cool.
Look, won't we? Right.
Yeah.
Sonic Boom. They've. I don't think anybody even gives a shit, but Sonic Boom have revealed a new character.
Sonic Boom is Steroid Knuckles, yeah?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the game. Yeah.
Fuck.
It's like it's Nathan Drake Sonic as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or is it Nathan Drake Tails? One of them's like just fucking Nathan. So Styx, right, is this new character, and they're a badger with a boomerang. That's all I want to say, right? Quite a lot of right, Nintendo stuff to come at you now.
Ooh.
First of all, just a quick pop quiz. How many copies of Mario Kart Wii do you think have been sold?
200,000.
No, I reckon Mario Kart Wii, yeah?
Yeah.
What,
Oh,
14, 16 million?
Sorry, I thought I meant the new one. That's not out yet.
It's not even out yet. No, well, it's out
But it is.
today in Japan, isn't it? But
Am I
That's what I
close?
thought. Okay.
14 to 16 million, I'd say.
I have to have the others' guesses.
20 million.
Jenny, are you asleep? Can I poke you with a stick?
Right, oh, sorry. I was on mute. I was going to say 20 million, so I was going to say 20 million one.
Oh, you bastard.
So 35 million copies of Mario
Wow.
sold worldwide. That's a little number they've come out with now, just to remind you on the eve of their new game coming out. Just to be like,
35 million? That's 10
Yes.
times the amount of Wii U's are on the market, man.
that's correct. But the Wii U is outselling the PS4 in Japan right now. With this game in mind. There's a lot of.
The Vita is outselling the Wii U, though, isn't it, as well?
Oh God, what's that say about the Vita, man?
Yeah.
Doing the numbers. But yeah, so with that in mind, let's look at some other Nintendo stuff. They've trademarked Pokemon Delta Emerald. I don't know if you've seen that as well, but that could just be really early doors and making sure it's done, ready.
Well, no,
Could
because
be
they're doing Ruby and Sapphire, so why
Emerald
wouldn't they
makes
do
sense.
Emerald, man? There's like the one after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I mean is it's not going to be coming out this year, is it? Because they're not going to announce two and then a week later announce a third one to go alongside it.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but yeah, last week on the 1-to-1, we were talking about Captain Falcon because we weren't sure about him being in Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Nothing had been confirmed, but there are some leaks of him in there. Nothing official yet. So here's hoping that they do bring him back because
So long as he's playable and not just an assist trophy. Because Captain Falcon, I love Captain Falcon in that game, man. He's one of my
It would
favourites.
be silly to take him out. His moveset, I mean, there's not many similar to him. I guess Ganon's quite close.
Yeah, he's the clone of him.
And don't
But they
forget,
changed
yeah.
a bit in Brawl, yeah.
Yeah, the F-Zero stages are normally quite fun as well. So
Yeah, he'll definitely be in there. He'll definitely be in there.
It's not a fucking Smash Bros game without Falcon Punch, man.
Exactly.
You need that.
What about all those internet memes, man? What are we going to do?
That is...
And the good news is they've announced, or they're partnered with somebody making a GameCube pad, which was my worry because everybody loves playing with the GameCube pad. You can't escape that. Even the Wii version, everybody plugs the GameCube pad in, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
Lovely.
1 week of the Rumour Game left, and then E3 week we'll have to do something special again.
Definitely. I'm up for that.
Call it there.
I'm going to watch it live, no matter what time.
Cool.
I've actually messed up my holiday and I'll be working the first night, which means I'll miss the Sony conference because it's 2 a.m. our time.
No.
You are the worst. I'm going to be on. I'll watch it. I'll text you all
I'm
through
gonna
the
be watching
night.
it live as well,
The
man.
Microsoft one starts at about 6 p.m. our time.
Sweet.
But then the following morning at 9 a.m. is the Nintendo digital event, so I'll be home for that, so it'll be all right.
Awesome.
I'll catch up with the Sony one after work and then go straight into the Nintendo one.
Yeah. Nah,
I'll do it.
Sounds good, man. Wait, did I miss that? Was that just you adding stuff to the center, or was that Flash news that we just had?
That's everything done.
What? I got a couple of things to add to Flash news then.
Go on then.
I say a couple of things. One thing, Jack Tretton You remember Jack Tretton? He's the guy who raped Microsoft at E3 last year.
Oh, he did, yeah.
Yeah, he's joined a new company after leaving Sony, and he was at Sony for a long time, and he launched the PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and 4 for Sony. Yeah. Now he's joined an artificial intelligence development company that are looking at developing artificial intelligence for video games, other purposes as well, though, like toys and stuff, for use in like the consumer market, which is fucking awesome, man. So he did a good job for Sony. Hopefully he does a good job for them, and we get badass AI things soon, man.
I like it.
I do like it. I just wanted to add it there at the end so that everyone could get a little bit excited.
Sorry, I took it out because I couldn't pronounce the name of the company.
Oh, that's cool. I'm not even going to bother talking about it. If you want to know more about it, go and look for it. But that is it. That is episode 37 done, guys. We made it through to the end. No recording issues or anything. I'm crossing my fingers so hard now so that I haven't just jinxed it.
Yeah.
Is Gianni still alive?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah.
Cool.
We did it.
We did it. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed the show. If you wanna get in contact with us, you can follow us on Twitter at gsc_games. You can like us on Facebook. All of our individual Twitter tags will be down in the description as well. If you want to get in contact with any of us individually, leave us a like or a comment. That's always helpful. And we will see everyone next week.
Sayonara.
Bye.
Nobody wants to say bye to you because they're bastards. Bye.